Hey guys, my name is Amanda and welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you here today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you several winter DIYs that I really hope you enjoy. If you are new to my channel and like what you see, please consider subscribing and also giving me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into these DIYs. So this first idea is perfect for a gift idea or even for your own family to personalize it. So what you will need to do is grab up a wood round from Dollar Tree or even Hobby Lobby. So to begin, you will want to either paint or stain your wood round. I painted mine with Burnt Ember by Apple Barrel. Next, you will want to get a sticker or print off a sticker on your Cricut for the first letter of the last name of the family you are gifting this to. So I just used some Dollar Tree vinyl and my cutting machine and cut out an N. And then I painted this light mocha color over the whole thing and removed the sticker. I then brushed my base color, which is that burnt ember, over the lighter color, which was the mocha, just to tie everything together and give it a pretty look, but this is totally optional. Next, however you prefer to create round shapes, I actually just use a chalk marker from Dollar Tree and the cap off one of my spray paint cans, and I created 5 circles because the family that I am gifting this to is a family of 5. So you can customize this to how many members are in the family that you're gifting this to and just draw those circles on there. Once you get all your circles drawn on there, you're going to want to fill it in with paint. So I used white chalk paint from Waverly. And here's what it looks like so far. Now keep in mind, all of these colors are totally customizable. This is just how I did mine. Next, I took some ink Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to use the bottom of a paintbrush to create some little dotty eyes and mouths. And then I'm going to use Pumpkin by Waverly to create little noses on my Snowman family. Please excuse my giant head in the frame. I am so sorry about that. Next, I went ahead and added back in the hanger at the top before I go and cover that area with florals. I wanted to make sure the hanger was reattached. Of course, we're going to have to create a bow. So you can find buffalo check ribbon like this at Hobby Lobby or usually at Dollar Tree, but I just created a bow with 3 loops on either side. I pinched it tightly in the middle and tied it with some twine, but you could use a zip tie or a pipe cleaner, whatever you like to tie your bow with. Just remember that the tighter that you cinch your bow in the middle, the better you can fluff it out, and the better you fluff it out, the better it looks. Okay, now I'm going to attach my bow on the very top there using some hot glue, fluff it out a little more. I have this pick from Walmart. I believe it cost me just over $1. I'm going to take it apart and glue it to either side of my bow. And then this is what it should look like so far. Next, I just took a smaller bow and attached it in the middle of my larger bow. But of course, this is totally optional. And here's what you have: an inexpensive but adorable and personalized gift, or even something for your own family. I hope you like this idea. Okay, let's talk about today's challenge. It is the first, so I am hosting a challenge with my friend Chantel from Crafty Hints and Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY. We get together on the first of every month to do a fun challenge for you guys. So this month it is winter. It's cold outside, so that's why I'm sharing winter DIYs. These ladies are amazing. They are my good friends. I'm going to have their channels linked below in my description box, as well as the playlist, so you can get tons of winter inspiration. We are going to jump into the next DIY, but first I did want to thank everyone who sent me well wishes. I had posted on my community page that I was very ill, and I'm not quite 100% yet, but I'm doing much better than I was, so thank you so much for that. Okay, on to the next DIY. This is actually a revamp of my angel wreath that I have recently made. So I have 4 duster pads from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to be using a wreath form from Dollar Tree. All you need to do is cover the wreath form with the duster pads. I just just use hot glue, careful of your fingers, and just wrap the duster pads around. 4 of them will fit perfectly, and then you'll have a beautiful wreath base. As I said in the beginning, this was an angel, but I have changed this, and now we're going to create a beautiful lighted wreath. So here's what it will look like so far, and then just flip it over and decorate it. So I grabbed these picks from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using 4 of them, but Dollar Tree has gorgeous picks, and so does Walmart. I'm just staggering them 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. I'm securing them with a zip tie so I can reuse them later if I want to, and then of course cutting off the excess of my zip tie. Now these beautiful glittery ornaments come from Dollar Tree, and you simply turn the top and they light up different colors. They remind me of a disco ball. They're so pretty. So I wanted to make a disco ball wreath. I saw Bargain Bethany actually use pretty disco balls to make a wreath, and I didn't have those on hand, but this was similar. So when you put hot glue on the back of this, it will melt a little bit, but that part is going to be attached to your wreath anyway, and it actually holds pretty well. You just hold it down for a second. You could also use a stronger adhesive if you wanted to, like a super glue or an E6000. Next, I found these beautiful berries at Dollar Tree. I cut them off of their stem, and I'm just going to be gluing some in and around these ornaments and this greenery. The top will face upward, and then I'm just putting the bottom berries facing downward, and here's what this looks like. I think it is so pretty. Of course, it is so customizable, and you can even spray paint these duster mops. So if you don't want your base to be white, you could spray paint your base. But here's what it looks like all lit up, and I think that this is so pretty. You could even add more ornaments if you wanted to. Next, I just wanted to show a couple ideas with Dollar Tree glassware. Super quick, super easy. You've probably seen DIYs like this several times here on YouTube, but they're just so fun to do. You can grab a candlestick. This one is actually from the thrift store, but Dollar Tree carries similar, and they also carry these cylinder-shaped vases. You can glue them together. I just use hot glue, but you can use super glue or E6000. And then Dollar Tree has these adorable trees. I got the base off mine. Put some Dollar Tree snow in there, and here's what it looks like. So quick and easy and so pretty. You can also do it with different shapes and add a bow like this idea. Or you could take any shape like this pretty one, and you could use Mod Podge and Epsom salts to create a beautiful frosty vase. Okay, moving on to my next idea, this cute little snowman made of wood slices. So this larger wood slice is from Dollar Tree. I just removed the hanger, and my smaller 2 are actually from a larger pack that I got at a yard sale, but Dollar Tree sells them 2 to a pack if you can find them. I painted the insides of them with my Waverly White chalk paint and glued the smaller 2 together using hot glue, but you could use an E6000 or super glue if you wanted to. Next, I took a sock that I got from Dollar Tree and cut off the toe. I'm going to place the toe on the top to be the hat and just kind of play with it until I get it how I want it, and also hot glue it down into position. Then I'll draw on a little face with some paint and also some little buttons. At this point, you could use some paint pens if you wanted a different look. Now I'm taking another little piece of that sock, cutting it and just creating a scarf out of it and gluing my scarf around my little snow lady's neck. Once that is all done, I'm going to be gluing her to my base piece using some hot glue. And if you feel like you need to place a Jenga block behind the snowman to hold it up, you could do that as well. Once that is done, I'm going to add a Mod Podge to this whole bottom base piece, and then I'm going to add generous amounts of Dollar Tree faux snow. Then you can decorate this up any way that you like. I actually took a couple of different sizes of miniature trees from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be gluing these down in front of my little snow lady just to give this some personality, but you could honestly use whatever embellishments that you like. like and get as fancy as you like. You could make a whole family of these or a couple of these. I just think that this is so cute and of course very customizable. So I hope that you like this inexpensive idea. And now let's move into the next one. This is a snowflake craft that is super simple and easy to do. I have this snowflake from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to be removing the piece and also the bow off of the top of it. And then I am going to be flipping it over and painting the back side of it with Waverly white chalk paint. Once that is done, I add Mod Podge and also some more of this Dollar Tree snow. It is my best friend when I am creating winter DIYs. Once it has a ton of snow on it, I shake it off and this is what it should look like. You could add a double layer of snow if you wanted to. And here is my snowflake. Next, I'm going to take a Dollar Tree pizza pan and paint it with Night Sky by Waverly. A little tip for painting your pizza pan is to sand your pizza pan first, and it takes the paint better. Now, I did have to trim off a tiny bit of a couple of these arms to make my snowflake fit, but no big deal. And then I hot glued it down into my prepared pizza pan. Again, you can use whatever adhesive you like, Super Glue A6000, but this worked well for me. Hobby Lobby has this gorgeous garland and it has like a ribbon on it but also these beads. So I removed the beads and I just went ahead and glued the beads around the edge of my pizza pan. Now I'm going to use some of the ribbon that was on that garland to create a little hanger for the top of my wreath. Dollar Tree does have these little snowflake ornaments. They're kind of yellowish, so I did paint them with my Waverly white chalk paint just so it would blend in and not stand out and look weird on top of my larger snowflake. So here's what that looks like. I took a little extra bead that I cut off and I put it inside of my tiny little snowflake for a little bit of embellishment. So there is that. And next I'm going to take a few more of these beads that I cut off of this garland and I'm just going to add them to some of the points of my snowflake. And here is what that looks like. This DIY is so simple and quick. It is very customizable. I think it is really pretty. You could add a bow or just leave it plain like mine. I hope that you like this idea. Okay, so I saved this one for last. I made some jumbo cookies. And I'm honestly going to tell you guys, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to do this, because in real life, I cannot decorate a cookie. Like literally to save my life, it looks like a kindergartner that's having a bad day. But apparently I thought that doing a faux cookie would be different. I was very wrong. I did have fun with it though, and my kids had fun with it, and I think the idea is good, so a lot of you are probably better at decorating cookies than me, and this will be a good idea for you. So I grabbed these large MDF shapes from Dollar Tree. I grabbed the reindeer, the Santa, and the snowman, and they make perfect jumbo faux cookies. So what you're going to want to do is, for the ones that you want to be gingerbread cookies, this warm caramel spray paint is the perfect color for gingerbread. And then I have these two lighter colors for my sugar cookies. So I just cut off the hangers and removed any tags from there. Next, I do have this wooden Dollar Tree tree, and this is going to be a sugar cookie along with my giant snowman head. So I'm just going to take my lighter color, this antique, and I'm going to dab it all over my snowman. I actually did 2 layers until I had a really opaque look. I did this with the tree as well, and then I went in with my darker brown color and stippled it around the edges and just spots where I thought a cookie might brown to try and make this look like a realistic sugar cookie. When you're done, you could add glitter if you want a sugared cookie. I didn't add glitter to these. I did add glitter to my gingerbread cookies, but here is what these look like so far. Next, I just take some puffy paint to decorate them, and here is where I am not great, but I'm sure sure you guys could do a lot better job than me. I did have fun with it though, and I think that is what matters. I don't think that real cookies are perfect, but just have fun with this with your puffy paint. I bought a large thing of puffy paint from Walmart. It had several different colors, and you can actually find this pretty glitter glue at Dollar Tree, and you get a huge container. So I used this for the little ornaments on my tree, and then I decorated up my snowman cookie. And you'll see what he looks like in the final reveal. But for my gingerbread cookies, I used some tacky spray and some glitter to give them a sugared look. And then I am going to use the puffy paint on them. So here's a package of puffy paint I got at Walmart. I'm sorry, you guys, I can't remember the exact price, but it was between $5 and $10. You can also get this large puffy paint for around $5. So I like to get the different color variety. But I am going to outline his mustache and the top of his hat. So I honestly think that he came out kind of funny looking, and I was going to call it a fail. But it's a cookie. It was fun. I worked hard on it. I didn't want to waste it. So I don't know if it's a fail or not, but you guys, it's just an idea and it's just crafting. So I'm trying not to be so hard on myself. I actually think it was kind of cute, but my son laughed at me, and then my son put a line across on top of the mustache where the beard is. And yeah, I didn't share it after that because then it definitely looked funky. But I did add a couple of little candy canes to the top just to give it some decoration. I honestly do think that my Rudolph turned out pretty cute. I gave him his red nose, and then I had these little faux gumdrops from Hobby Lobby. So I used black puffy paint to create my light strands going around his antlers, and then I glued on these little gumdrops to act as lights. I thought it looked cute that it looks like Rudolph got his antlers wrapped up in some Christmas lights. So this is an easy idea for you. And honestly, again, I think this one turned out pretty cute, but you'll have to let me know what you think of the idea of having some enormous jumbo cookies. Here is what they look like. They'd be adorable in the tree or in a kitchen, I think, or on top of some cabinets in the kitchen. So again, let me know what you think, and I am not going to show that Santa with a weird little line across his face, but here's what my other cookies look like, and I hope that you like this idea. It is the perfect craft for some family fun, and here's another peek at my Santa before he got that weird line on his face. Okay, so that is it for me. I truly hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and give me a big thumbs up, as that really helps me out here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, friend. I will see you soon.